What's up, everybody? It's Matt, Comic Quarter 410. I'm here with the second part of the books that I picked in that Craigslist moving sale. And again, this is just the highlights. I almost picked 5 long boxes worth of books. And he didn't charge me more than $1 for anything, but if you average out what I paid on the 3 separate trips, it's about 50 cents per book. Found another copy of Amazing Spider-Man 317. Love that McFarlane cover. Got What If number 24, What If Spider-Man Had Rescued Gwen Stacy. Got this Topps Comics Satan 6 number 1 with this cover by Jack Kirby that Todd McFarlane inked. That's pretty awesome. Bought this just for this amazing George Perez cover, Marvel Fanfare number 10. Had not ever seen this book, didn't know about it. Marvel Blaze of Glory, The Last Ride of the Western Heroes. So very interested to read that. Cyberforce number 8, another great Todd McFarlane cover. Tim Truman's Scout War Shaman number 1, very underrated book. This is the first Incredibles miniseries, number 1. Great Steve Rude cover here. I didn't have Kings in Disguise number 1 by Kitchen Sink. Uncensored Mouse volume 2. Those are pretty tough to come by in my experience. X-Men Annual 4 and 5. I'm sorry, these aren't, I haven't had a chance to put these in order yet. I got Frankenstein Monster number 8. Nice copy of Phantom Stranger 38. Jim Aparo cover there. Gorgeous Dave Stevens cover here to Eclipse Rocketeer Special Edition number 1. And also got another Pacific Presents number 2. Oh, and sorry, here's also got Pacific Presents number 1. Another copy of that for $1. Cartoon History of the Universe number 1 by Ripoff Press. I already had that issue. And I had a number 2. But I also found 3, 4, and 6. So, almost have that run finished. Swamp Thing Annual 4. Great John Toddleben cover there. Dracula in Hell number 1 with a Tim Vigil cover. Got a Gold Key, Dr. Solar. Not sure what number that is, but they always have such great painted covers on those Gold Keys. Got Ron Lim's X-Mutants. These books aren't easy to find in my opinion. Early Eternity stuff. I actually got 1 through 5 in there. Another McFarlane issue, Amazing Spider-Man 325. Amazing cover. Never knew about this. Was pretty excited to get my hands on this. I don't know much other stuff that Paul Chadwick did outside of Concrete. So, saw this Salimba Deluxe graphic novel. It's like a thick prestige format, so I grabbed that. Cannot wait to read that. Found Howard Chaykin's Black Kiss number 1. I also got 2, 3, 4, and 5 in there. And Howler Mouse and myself were talking about this, and we had this in like middle school or high school. You felt like you were hiding a Playboy or something in your comic book collection. It's a pretty dirty book by Chaykin. Got Pacific Comics, Bernie Wrightson Master of the Macabre, number 1. Luke Cage, number 6. Number 7. These have, a little bit of problems, but for 50 cents, I'm happy. 11. Gold Key, Lone Ranger. Another great painted cover. Got a pretty nice copy of Rima the Jungle Girl with this great Joe Kubert cover. Didn't have that book. Another book I didn't have, Marvel Tales number 1. That's first appearance of Peter Porker. Got nice copies of Star Trek. Already had number 1, but got that. Number 2 and number 3. They're all in nice shape. And got Dark Horse Godzilla number 1. Was really happy to find these in there. They were the only ones he had, but Mobius Airtight Garage Onyx Overload. This is number 2. and number 3. More Dave Stevens goodness was in there. Got Rocketeer Adventure Magazine number 1. 2 copies of that. Couldn't believe some of these were in there. Found a few Bronze and Silver Age Neal Adams covers. Pretty nice copy too. House of Secrets 91. Another great Neal cover here to Justice League number 74. Did not have that book. Been finding some more Neal Westerns lately. Already had this, but grabbed another one. Tomahawk 118. This one's kind of messed up. Has water damage. It's really rough. But House of Mystery 186. Found Batman Adventures Annual number 1. Does have a small bend up there. Detective 428. Secret 6 number 1. Defenders 39. Didn't have that. And 40. More Twisted Tales that I picked out of that collection. Number 4. Got another number 1. Great Corbin cover there. Another Corbin cover to number 3. Got a first print of Faust number 3. Frank Miller's Ronin number 1. Pretty beat up copy here of Challengers of the Unknown number 62. Red Circle Comics. Got Sorcery number 5. Don't have many Red Circle books. Another great Neal Adams cover here to Superboy 172. Pretty nice copy of X-Men 126. And like I said, I found a nice 108 and a nice 125 that are getting pressed and cleaned right now. That one's in pretty nice shape too. Another great Neal Adams cover. Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen, number 148. Got another copy of the Pacific Gru miniseries, number 1. Big Gru fan. Got this Bernie Wrightson cover I'd never seen before. Great cover to Asylum number 1 by New Comics Group. Got a first print of Tim Vigil's Faust number 1. It's kind of beat up, but I've always wanted this Adam Strange cover by Neal Adams. Beautiful stuff. Strange Adventures 217. Another great Neal cover to Justice League 79. Pretty nice copy here of World's Finest number 203. Not sure if that's Cardi or who that was. Another Neal Adams cover to Tomahawk 125. Pretty nice copy too. House of Mystery 176. Adventure Comics 410 does have a sticker here that's actually on the book, so that sucks, but whatever. Didn't have that one. Flaming Carrot Stories number 1. $5 cover price even back then. And the McFarlane Hulk 343. So happy to get these in there. The Marvel Comics Dark Crystal movie adaptation. Got number 1 and number 2 in beautiful shape. Another great cover. This is Atlas Comics Planet of the Vampires number 2. And I believe, I know Neal Adams worked on this cover, but I believe Pat Broderick might have penciled it and Neal inked it. But beautiful cover nonetheless. And I already had number 1. Found another nice copy of Secret Wars number 1. I'm not going to leave that there for 50 cents. Dark Horse Presents number 1, first appearance of Concrete. Black Lightning number 3, first appearance of Tobias Whale. Was happy to find this. Been looking for this for a while. Eagle number 1. This is by Neil Vokes, Crystal Comics. Great copy too. Capital Comics Badger number 1. I think I found 2, 3, and 4 in there as well. Yep, there's number 2 by Mike Barron. Gold Key Fantastic Voyage adaptation. Beautiful cover, and this is actually a really nice copy for as old as it is. Happy with that. Jack Kirby Machine Man #1. It's got some problems on the spine. Mr. Miracle #4, first big Barda. Another great Kirby cover there. Detective 431 with this gorgeous Mike Kaluta cover. Didn't have that one in my collection. I believe this might be Joe Kubert. Could be wrong, but a pretty decent copy here of Brave and the Bold '96. And Superman 279, Batgirl. Got Miracle Man 3D #1. Got another nice copy of Miracle Man #1. Was really happy to find that in there. Another copy of 2. Had #5, which I was missing. And #6. #10, which I was missing. And #12. Another copy of Shaolin Cowboy #1. I was happy to find this because I got my copy signed by Jeff Darrow and graded, and this is another really high grade copy. Got a Silver Surfer 44 out of there. Pretty awesome shape too. The Gunslinger Spawn issues. This is part 1, number 174 and 175. Got another Old Man Logan #1 again. It was good timing because at Baltimore Con this year I submitted my copy, which got signed by Steve McNiven. Hope to get that back sometime in the next 2 months. Hope to. Found a couple variants. Secret Wars #6 Delado variant. Secret Wars #8, that's a Sia variant. First Hellboy miniseries, Seed of Destruction #1. I already had that one, but there was also a #3 and a #4 in there. Hellboy Macoma #2 with a Richard Corbin cover. Always buy his stuff. Found another copy of this Immortal Iron Fist #10. This is the Carrie Andrews zombie variant. Very cool cover. Found another later printing of the Freak Brothers #1. Always buy them when I see them reasonably. Did not have this, so I was so stoked to get this. Pacific Comics, a Corbin special Edgar Allan Poe adaptation, House of Usher. I'm from Baltimore, so is Poe, so I'm very happy to get that. Any Richard Corbin book I don't have, I'm happy to find, but that was a big find for me in there. Got another copy of Twisted Tales #2 with this legendary Bernie Wrightson cover. Found some more Xenozoic Tales. I had most of these, but I'm not leaving them there for that price. Found a #2. #3. Gorgeous, gorgeous Mark Schultz covers. #5. That's one of my favorite covers of the series right there. #6. #10. Another great cover. And I found some Cadillacs and Dinosaurs in there too. And this is the one I didn't have, #12. And he actually had 2 copies of it, so I just grabbed them both. More Dave Stevens goodness. Found another copy of Johnny Quest #3. Great cover. Another copy of Judge Dredd #2. Brian Bolin cover. These weren't stored the best. A couple of these, they weren't bagged and boarded. George Perez cover to Justice League 207 and 208. Got Justice League of America 31. This is Adam Hughes' first published work for DC or Marvel. Very undervalued book in my opinion. DC science fiction dollar comic #1. It's Time Warp. Again, an amazing, amazing Mike Kaluta cover. That's why I bought that book. Found a couple copies of Lobo #1 in there. Another book I think is kind of undervalued. Got League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, the bumper edition. Reprints part 1 and 2. Found a bunch of them in there. Like I said, I think I found 2 through 6 of volume 1. Volume 1, #3. 4, number 5, and found another copy of Grimjack 26. This is the first color appearance of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And first issue Green Lantern Corps when they change it at issue 201. Joe Staten cover there. More Dave Stevens goodness. Gorgeous cover. Already had this book, but I wasn't leaving that there. Gorgeous cover to Alien Worlds number 4. Alien Worlds 3D number 1. This is Art Adams' first published artwork. Got a Judge Dredd that I was missing, and I absolutely love this Brian Boland cover to issue 9. Happy to snatch that up. Got another copy of Peter David and Dale Keown's Hulk to End, prestige format. Great read. Got another copy of Red Star number 1. But they also had 2, 3, which these are signed by the writer and artist, and 4 also signed. Found doubles of Peter Baggs' Hate number 1. Didn't have that book at all, now I have 2. Some books, again, that I think are very undervalued, in my opinion. Very, very early Adam Hughes work. It was the first published work I was aware of till I found out about his fan pinup in Eagle 6, and then, of course, his Adventure Comics Deathhawk miniseries. That was really his first published artwork. But aside from that, this is his first published artwork from any publisher people really had heard of. Comico's Maze Agency. Found some more issues for my run. Got 3, 5 very early Hughes covers. This is number 7, number 8, 12. Innovations Publishing at this point. Great Hughes cover here on 13. 19, looking more like the Adam Hughes we know today there. And Annual 1 with a stunning Mike Ploog cover. So, did some good work on my Maze Agency run here. Also got Maze Agency Special, number 1. Miracle Man 19, after Neil Gaiman took over writing for Alan Moore. A very underrated series in my opinion. Mr. Monster. Michael T. Gilbert and Dave Dorman team up on that beautiful cover. Mr. Monster Attacks, where he fights the Mars Attacks guys. Another Michael T. Gilbert and Dave Dorman team up. Beautiful stuff. And this is issue 2. So now I need issue 3 of that. Found another copy of Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. number 1. Has this stunning wraparound cover by Jim Steranko. Supergirl number 5, Michael Turner and Ian Churchill cover. X-Men 205, pretty decent copy. Another great Dave Stevens cover that Dave Dorman painted, Rocketeer Adventure Magazine number 2. And last but not least, found another copy of Brubaker and Epting's Cap number 1. And another copy of John Cassidy's Captain America number 1. Always loved this cover, and when I met him and got him to sign my other copy, he told me that this is the only piece of his own artwork he has hanging in his office. So he's like, that's one of my favorite covers I did, and I agree. Adam Hughes, Catwoman 75, 80, 82. Was really happy to find this. I'm actually going to leave this out. I'm getting this dry cleaned. It's got a little bit of light staining here. I'm hoping can come off. We'll see. But great Dave Stevens cover to Dark Horse Comics Cheval Noir number 1. Did not have that book. Found another copy of Conan 241 with this McFarlane cover. Does have a bad crease up there, but still took it. Daredevil 233. Great David Mazzucchelli cover. Early Hellboy stuff from Mike Mignola. Dark Horse Presents 88 and 90. Did not have that one. Found another copy of Flash #1. Charlton Ghost Manor #19. And got another copy of Ghost Rider, this miniseries by Garth Ennis. The whole interior is painted by Clayton Crane. I highly, highly, highly recommend this miniseries. It is amazing. But I'm very happy with how I did at this sale. And I got a bunch of other stuff. A lot of Goon Run fillers. I found probably 70 issues of Steve Rude's Nexus I needed. A bunch of Conan and Jonah Hex stuff I needed. And those are runs I'm trying to complete. So aside from finding all this stuff, I found a lot of other stuff that was really useful that I was looking for and for cheap. So all in all, it was a really good haul. That's why we went back 3 times. But everyone, I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourselves and enjoy your comics.